choose a talent.
Warchief.
Hello there, Bitizens, and welcome to the Killer Bits. My name is Francesca, and today we are playing everyone's favorite Warchief, and that is Thrall. You see him here on a wolf mount. I like the wolf mount because it's canon. In World of Warcraft, the orcs ride wolves, so this is why I do this. And we're going to be doing a Windfury build today. A build kind of around his Windfury, which is a ability which increases your movement speed for 3 seconds, and you basically do some really quick auto attacks. Now, if you're doing this build, you can choose Seasoned Marksman, to buff up your auto attacks. But I quite like Rolling Thunder because I think it gives you sustain. It means that when you cast your lightning on somebody, if you then attack them, you get mana back. So I'm going to go for this. It's quite good to give yourself some early clear. So yeah, that's what we're going to go for first. Now our abilities, we have our Q, which is a chain lightning. It jumps between enemies, dealing damage. It's like diminishing returns. Then you have your W, which goes in a line, does damage and roots. We can use that on the minions like that. Then you have your E, which I just showed you. And then our trace, Frostwolf Resilience, is that every time something takes damage with an ability, we gain a stack, and then at 5 stacks we get healed. Now that is not every time you use abilities, any time something takes damage. So if your abilities hit multiple targets, like your Q and your double, you get multiple stacks. If you hit people multiple times with your E, you get multiple stacks. So you end up kind of in a fairly tasty position. In terms of sustain, and he plays a little bit like, you know, like the Butcher. So if I do this across the entire row, for example, I just got like 5 stacks. If you watch my stack counter on the side there, I'll just put some damage out on Greymane. If you watch my stack counter on the side, you'll see that as the Chain Lightning jumps, for example, I'm getting more stacks. As the Feral Spirit goes through the entire wave, I'm getting more stacks. And that's why I tend to fire the Feral Spirit through, you know, like a line of minions. So he shielded this tower, so what we'll just do is we'll put damage on the other one. So yeah, here, for example, they're all lined up. So then we get lots of damage, we get lots of stacks. So what I'm actually going to do here is I want to take these seeds here. Not Tassadar. His name is Artanis. Artanis was there by himself, and his team didn't come down from top. I guess they were maybe a little bit scared. So we've actually taken their seeds, which is exactly what we want to do. And it does look as if, like, down in the bottom lane, we're going to get some kills as well. So this means that we got the easy-to-get seeds. These seeds here, whoops, I don't know why I used my W, I meant to use my Q, are easier to collect. Next talent we're going to grab, Chain Lightning hits more enemies. It gives you an extra stack, and it does better clear. I mean, it kind of does what it says on the tin. I'm going to just start hitting this. I've got enough sustain that this should be fine. And if we can just get some... She shouldn't have got rooted. She's a very squishy character. If we can just get some damage out on this, like, if the enemy team comes in, you know, it comes in, but at this point we've gotten quite a lot of seeds. This seems like the enemy team wants to fight down bot, so me and Lunara can just kind of take this for free. There we go, and we actually got enough seeds this time. So we use our heal again here, and this is why I'm not too worried about Greymane, because like I said, I can heal, and because I can heal it should be fine. So we'll just wait till our E comes back up. Oops. And then we can use our E on the terror here, clear it quite quickly, just spam our abilities so that we're getting stacks. And you see now I've got no mana, and that is one of the things that kind of happens with Thrall, and that's why I like to use the Chain Lightning with the mana sustain. So let's do that. Back to base. We're going to just go straight heal. I mean, when you're that low on health and that low on mana, you may as well just base, because you can make it to base. And you'll notice we got 152 seeds, whereas they got 28. Like, they played that real bad. And on top of that, we got 4 kills to their 2. So, just generally a successful play. So we're going to go for Azul here. He's just rooted me, but because he's melee, like, it's fine if he roots me when I'm right next to him. The problem is if he roots me when I'm not right next to him. That's going to lead me to some troubles. But I'm not wholly worried here because, like I said, I've got my heal. So even though I'm on half health, as soon as the next wave comes in, which it should be about to, what we'll do... Is it not going to come back? Oh, crap. I thought we had a little bit more than that. I was going to say, as soon as the next wave comes in, I will use my W along it. That was a bit of a misplay by me. I went under tower thinking we had, like, minions, which we didn't, and I paid the price for it. Death was my own fault. Though our Terror does seem to be having a good time taking out the walls. So you can see, first Terror, he normally won't take out an entire keep. I mean, if the enemy team does nothing about him, he can. But usually he doesn't. Usually he'll take out the walls. Although you can see here, he's actually in a fairly decent position for mid lane. And he plants these plant pots, and then the plant pots like attack the lanes. Basically, I'm gonna go. I should probably go top lane. I'm gonna go soak mid lane. Mid lane is empty, so it feels a bit safer. Top lane has 2. Lunara should really go top lane. Cool. So we got another talent. Here we're going to start doing our Windfury talent. So we grab Wind Shear, which allows reduces the cooldown of Windfury by 12 seconds. So you're getting that up much more regularly. So here I knew I was going to get rooted, right? So I may as well stand close enough that I can hit him and get my healing. And that stops me from, getting just straight up killed. We can tap well here, but I don't really want to. Like I said, we're just going to wait till stuff comes along. And then here, we get loads of stacks with our Feral Spirit. And life will be good. I'm going to ping danger here. You need to be a little bit careful, because obviously enemies are missing. But yeah, again. And that means I didn't actually need to use my well tap, so I can save it for, when I think we're going to have a team fight, where there's not going to be a lane of minions for me to clear and heal off of. So yeah, Thrall's he's kind of like you have to kind of fight to get your sustain, I guess. So kind of like Butcher, kind of like Illidan, the ones where doing damage heals them. Sonya to a certain extent as well. He plays a little bit like those ones, and you'll notice they're all melee characters, because having a ranged person who can do that is kind of OP. Boom. So they've got some creeps here. We're just gonna clear these very quickly. This isn't too bad. Like trolls are fairly easy work for Thrall. And you see the chain lightning jump there, got Zul. That extra jump may or may not have helped. I think it jumped to him and then jumped back. Ah, they got it too fast. That's annoying. But we can definitely put out some damage. I'm gonna go for Gazlo here. If I'm going for anyone, it's for Gazlo. Oh, I died. We hit 10 though. We should be able to fight them here, because they aren't 10. We have ults and they don't. So we should actually be okay. Although it's 2v, it's 2v4, I think. I died a little bit too quick. The only problem with talents is I'm sure there is a way you can do it with the keyboard, but I have no idea how to do it, and it makes me slow. Saying that, we are on 81 seeds, so we should be fine. I'm going to come up top. They're not here, so I'm going to come up here. I mean, the alternative is I wait till we get the objective and then just summon it, but it's fine. I'm on my way here. But I think we should be good, and then we'll have an objective. Oops. So we're just going to use our abilities. We're going to try and clear this as fast as we can. I don't think they're coming up. The only problem here is that we both get a terror. And when there's 2 terrors, it gets a bit weird, because some people try and attack and some people try and defend, and everyone just tries to do their own thing. He's dead. I'm going to get pulled. Go on, Gazlo. I should... Oh, that stun! Fucking lasting my entire life. There we go. Oh, this is actually really, really big for us. We need to take our terror, though. Though if we can kill them, that's kind of huge. Zula's going to get the terror. Someone's going to get the terror. Yeah, Zula's going to get the terror. That's fine. So long as someone gets it, we're all good. But yeah, like, Thrall's pretty good. And especially in a comp where you don't have a healer, although we currently have what used to be the strongest healer in the game. He just got nerfed, so I don't know if he still is. But even though we don't... Like, if you don't have a healer, because of his sustain through his attacks, he's kind of potent. I'm just going to take out the tower. Like, we may as well just take the tower. If we can. Again, Sundering the whole wave. Not Sundering, sorry, Feral Spirit the whole wave. Then we'll back off. I don't really know. I guess he's trying to clear the minions with his plant pot. You really shouldn't use a terror defensively. It's such a waste. Just take out this tower. We'll root him there. I got turned into a plant, so I can't hit him. We can hit him as soon as we're back up, though. Boom. And then we'll use our chain lightning on the plant pot. Although the plant pot doesn't do anything other than stop our minions. Like, it's not entirely... I'm not entirely sure what this guy's terror strategy is. Grab Grace of Wind. We'll talk about that in just a second once the team fight's kind of over. I'm going to back off here. Like, I think this is a fine time to back off. We should be careful. Although... Oh, he rolled the wrong way. I can't get him. I'm out of mana. Help. Help. Thank you. I like that they turned around and just, provided presence. That was all they needed to do. They needed to just be there. Okay, so Windfury now grants double stacks of Frost Wolf Resilience. So for every hit, I'm getting 2 stacks, right? So rather than 3 stacks, I'm getting 6. So every time I use Windfury, I'm guaranteed a heal. Then later on, what we're going to do is we're going to pick this talent where the final strike hits 3 times for 75% damage, rather than once for 100%. So that's 3 times, each giving 2 stacks, which gives like 6. I think you get 10 stacks. So you get 10 stacks of Frostwolf Resilience, which is 2 charges. Like it's a pretty goddamn strong, move at this point, and that's why you want to build into it, because it's going to give you a lot of potential, basically. And potential is good. Potential is good. So yeah, it's a nice build. And that's why I think like the early mana is quite good, because then rather than building the auto attacks, which you don't necessarily need for the damage, you're building sustain, which then allows you to get in more damage. We'll get the root off on him, and Greymane was completely out of position there. Okay, mount up, and around we go. It's about to be nighttime, so we're gonna have to farm more seeds. We can go for this camp. We may as well take their camp because it's gonna put pressure on them before the night happens, basically. Surprised not more people didn't come with me. So you can see Rhaegar is positioning himself in such a way that if they do come in, we should be fine. But honestly, they had to deal with the camps that we put up top, and this has allowed us to take this camp for bot. And now we've got 2 jungle camps pushing down bot lane, which then when night falls makes life a hell of a lot easier. So I'm actually going to go for this. I think we should take seeds rather than pushing. Like, seeds are they're just worth so much more. At this point, like, you're better to get a terror than you are to push with, 2 jungle camps. This way we force them into defending, and then that guarantees us basically a free terror, which we can see here. Though they will be coming in here, so we got to be out of ping danger maybe a little bit. They might come in. At the moment, they're still dealing with the minions, and that's exactly what I mean. At this point, we got jungle camps for free. So we'll put Windfury on because it gives us movement speed as well, which allows us to hunt down Gazlo, who really can't run away. And he's dead. Oh, you done messed up. And we got Windfury off again. I really probably shouldn't be focusing this character, to be honest. Although I did get the heal off on me. I'm alive! I'm alive! Holy crap! I actually thought I was so dead there. I definitely should have been focusing Zul over Artanis, but it is what it is. We're going to Hearth, and then we're going to get another thing. Next talent, Windfury hits 3 times, like I said. This synergizes really, really well. It synergizes really, really well with the previous talent where you hit twice on the other, so you get double stacks. So like these 2 talents, they have a really nice synergy, and they make for good times. Oh, I can't believe I didn't die. I was definitely focusing the wrong person. Should have been focusing Zul, but I thought I'd get Artanis, and then he was just shielded for days. Thankfully, Rhaegar got his super heal on me, and life is pretty good. But yeah, this is why we take the chain lightning, because for example, when I chain lightning this, as long as I keep hitting it and then getting mana back, although I only got 1 hit on there, but still getting mana back, and you'll notice we have enough for another terror. So I'm actually just gonna go here. Like that terror can do its own thing, and we can get some minion pressure out. And then when we get the second terror, we can then push as a team. Although the team is coming over there, so maybe I should stop doing this. You want to do what your team does. So if your team decides to go and fight, you got to go fight with your team. We're gonna have a really nice Sundering here. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Got him. Now we'll go for Gazlo, who's basically dead. And then we'll go for Artanis because I'm not going to catch Tassadar. Boom! And there you go. And we're on 5 kills, 9 assists, 2 deaths, 9 deaths. I'll ping this so we can get it. We can just keep pushing here, but someone should go back and get the next terror, because we will get a second terror. It just takes a little while for the plant to like regenerate or respawn or what have you. I mean, Greymane is pushing, but I'm not particularly worried about that. Just make sure we hit this, and then we'll just take this out. Like, they're all dead for about 15 seconds. Like, we've got time. It's Greymane who's in mid doing God knows what, and Tassadar who does no damage. And then we're going to get a second terror. And the thing is, by the time we get a second terror, we'll already have taken out their base, because Greymane didn't feel any need to defend. Although, to be fair, if he had tried to defend, we probably would have killed him. So now we can just kill... Oh my god, Gazlo. Poor Gazlo. I'm just gonna stay with my team. I want to back off a little bit. We want to basically lure them out, and then once we've lured them out, if I can root him... No, I'm not gonna go for it. I was gonna say if I can go for the root, I can then use Windfury and get super healed. But now we've got a terror, so let's just follow him. It's the smartest thing to do. Just follow the terror. And then the other thing is we can heal. We can use our Windfury now. And watch this. Look how many stacks we get. Boom, boom, boom. And that was 2 heals, and then a chain lightning. And it's very hard to fight Thrall once you get to this stage of this build. We'll hit Artanis here. He's going to hit me with that. Like, I'm not even going to try and get out of the circle. I am just going to keep hitting him. I mean, like, no one else is really particularly far forward, so we may as well take out their tank. I'm going to take out these towers as well. Well, we're going to try and take out these towers. These towers are just annoying more than anything. So we'll kill them. And there you have it. Dead towers. Next talent is personal preference a little bit. Like, Bolt of the Storm is really good for chasing people down, but at this point, like, I may as well just take Nexus Blades, so I think we are gonna win. We'll just ult them. Fuck off. Basically. I'm out of mana. So I need to Chain Lightning someone. Oh, Greymane came right in and just gotta hit him. I was gonna say I'm just gonna Chain Lightning someone so I can heal, but if we Chain Lightning the tower, I should get mana back off that. And by heal, I do mean mana. And then if we get enough for Windfury. We didn't. We just won. GG! That was a little bit of a stomp, you guys. 25 kills to 8. That's Thrall, and that puts the score on this, so we get another win. Yeah. I don't know, like, the builds are good. If you take time to research your builds and figure out kind of how you can play a character optimally, they can be an awful lot of fun. Are we going to get level 6? Oh, not quite get level 6. But if we look at our stats, we did 30,000 damage, we got 6 kills, 12 assists, and 2 deaths. And 69,000 siege damage. I mean, Zul kept getting the terror, so we ignore the fact that he did 200,000 siege damage because he was in every terror, and your terror counts as your siege damage. So I think it was good, but then his damage maybe would have been higher if he hadn't been taking the terror. But here are the talents, as you can see. Like I said, I went for Nexus Blades just because we weren't really dying, but you can go for Blink if you feel like, you know, they have a lot of ranged characters or you're not getting close enough to the enemy. Like, because obviously people with dashes and stuff, you're a melee character, it can be quite tricky, and Blink is actually probably the better talent. I was just feeling a bit cocky at the end there. And when you're feeling like that, you want to go for the slow. You know, I just went for the slow and the increased damage, because the basic attack dealing more damage then combines with your Windfury. But yeah, that has been Thrall on Garden of Terror. Let me know who you want me to play next week. The newest hero is Zul, but again, he costs 15,000 gold when he comes out. All the heroes are £7.50 each, so they're a little bit expensive. If you want to help us out in obtaining the latest heroes so that we can do the latest builds for you, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/thekilobits. And if you want to find us on social media, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/thekilobits, and on Twitter @thekilobits. I've been Francesca. This has been Heroes of Storm. You can catch me live streaming it at twitch.tv/Jaggerus. Let me know who you want me to play next week. Let me know what you think of the build. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.